So you may remember in the last video we looked at object pronouns, correct? And more specifically we looked at direct object pronouns. Okay, so if I give you an example of this, maybe I can say he is helping me, correct? He is helping me. Well, in this sentence, me is the direct object, correct? He is helping me. Me is the direct object. Well, in this one, I want to look at indirect object pronouns. Okay, so not object pronouns, but indirect object pronouns. Indirect object pronouns. Indirect object pronoun, change it here too. Okay, so for example of an indirect object pronoun, instead of saying he is helping me, maybe I can say he is helping me find my car. Okay, he is helping me find my car. Now let's look at that sentence. So we have he. Well, he is the personal pronoun, correct? He is the subject. And he is helping me. Well, me is an object. Find my car. And my car is an object too, correct? But what is the difference between them? Well, me, in this case, me is an object, and my car is an object. Me is the indirect object. The indirect object. And my car is the object. Okay, my car is the object there. So he is helping me find my car. Okay, no problems there? Alright, we'll do a lot more practice to give you a better idea. But I left these here, the personal pronouns and the object pronouns, because between indirect and direct object pronouns, they stay the same. I is still me. You is still you. He is still him. She is still her. It is still it, no difference. We is us. And they is them. That doesn't change. Okay, that stays exactly the same. But something that does change a little bit, in the last video we looked at direct object pronouns and we said that these guys are the receivers, correct? The object pronouns are the receivers. But really in this case they're not the receivers, they're more of a secondary. So I'll cross that out. Okay. So let's look at some more examples. Let's scroll down here. Okay, so for example, I can say she is putting it in the room. She is putting it in the room. Okay, she is putting it in the room. Okay, well, she is the personal pronoun, correct? And we have two subjects here. We have it, and we have the room. Okay, well, the first it here, this is the indirect. The indirect object pronoun, and the room is the direct object pronoun. Okay, it's the direct object. She's putting it in the room. Correct? In the room. Where? The room. So it, the indirect object, could be anything. I don't know. The book or the sandwich. Something like that. Okay, but the idea is she is putting it in the room. Okay. So let's look at another example. Maybe I am helping you with your homework. I am helping you with your homework. Okay, well, what are the two objects here? What are the two objects? So I is the personal pronoun, that's the subject. Helping you, I'll do that in green. I am helping you, that's one object, with your homework. Correct? Your homework is another object. So I'll give you a second. Let's see if you can guess what the indirect object is. Okay, well the indirect object is you. I am helping you with your homework. That is the indirect object. And the direct object is your homework. That's more of what the sentence is about, correct? It's more about your homework, not so much you. Okay, I'm helping you with your homework. Okay. Let's look at another example, one more. Maybe we can say they are helping, or maybe not they're helping, they are cooking. They're cooking it with us. Okay, they're cooking it with us. So I'll give you a second again. I want you to take a look and see if you can find the direct object in the indirect object. Okay, so if you did it correctly, they are cooking it with us, you'll realize that the two objects are it and us, correct? Now what is the indirect object here? What is the indirect object? They are cooking it with us. Well, the indirect object is it. Indirect object. Okay, it's not the thing most important. And I don't know, maybe it could be, I don't know, let's say a pizza. Something like that. A pizza. Not a very good pizza. But yes, they're cooking it with us. They're cooking a pizza with us. And us is the direct object. Okay, us is the direct object. Okay, we are the most important object in the sentence. The pizza really isn't that important. That's not the idea. Okay, so I hope that kind of helps you a little bit. And just in review, okay, we've been looking at indirect object pronouns. Okay, so like I said in the first example, he is helping me. Well, this is an example of a direct object pronoun. It's a direct object pronoun. Or he is helping me find my car. Me is the indirect object, and my car is the object. Okay? So hopefully that will make it a little clearer. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments down below.